Hi guys, it's Peter and welcome to our channel. And today I'm gonna work on my second pine from Alan. Here, if you saw my previous video, you know there's a nice gentleman named by Alan. He donated 2 pines for my channel for future projects. One already recovered it and it's up and running, but most likely it's gonna Vesc it. And here's the second one. And it has same symptoms as another one. When you plug it, it will not do anything. Let's check one more time. Yeah, the light's still green and there's no sign of life. If you push the power button, it doesn't do any good. Pretty much what it's gonna do, it's gonna tear it apart and see what we can find it. If that's a battery issue, we're gonna try it, recover it. If it's something else, I also gonna troubleshoot it, see how far I can make it. Okay guys, now we get to the part where you need TS20 a bit with center hole. And when I was working on my GT, it had same screws. At that time I didn't have that bit. What I did, I used a flat screwdriver bit with a dremel tool. I hope you can see it. I cut it a gap right in the center, like 2.5 millimeter, probably 2.5 to 3. And that bit will fit no problem. Actually, to prove that, let me unscrew it one screw right there. But of course, with proper bit, it's much better. But if you don't have TS20, then you can use one of my tricks like that and will work no problem. Okay. It looks actually pretty good. Look like probably no one opened it before, which is always nice. And let me find it a smaller bit to remove it a BMS cover. There you go. Those little tiny screws. You don't have to use its high torque to unscrew it. You just do by hand. Okay, and now it looks pretty good, but we have to disconnect it. And looks like to remove it battery, first you disconnected BMS connector, and then you disconnected the power connector. Those are the other 3 you can leave it, because we're not gonna remove the BMS itself. Okay. And let's turn it around, make sure it's gonna be comfortable for me. Oh, you see, Future Motion Assembly, this cover for BMS is almost did bite it through a minus negative isolation right there. That's a bad sign. I know on a Pine they have some other issues when BMS wires will be eaten by shrink wrap. Okay, let's grab it a fluky and see how much voltage we got in this battery. That case we can determine, I mean roughly we will have some idea for how long it did sit. Actually, it's a 4 volt, slightly better than previous battery. Also, with Future Motion boards, anytime when you open it and working on a battery, you remember they did implement a booby trap. This connector, it's supposed to be square, it's supposed to be positive. That triangle one I call triangle one. It's a negative. But if we look at it, actually it's completely opposite. Negative, positive. Yeah, pretty much. Before you plug it in, make sure, double check, triple check. Make sure you connect it square to square, triangle, triangle. Don't go just by the color and thinking, okay, here's a positive, supposed to go into triangle on the BMS. Okay, well, here's the tricky part, and in some direction, pretty much anytime when you're recovering battery, you have to be really careful. Otherwise, it's a recipe for trouble. And basically what it's gonna do, of course, 4 volts, that not will be enough to power it my equalizer. I do have equalizer over here and breakdown board for this guy, and I doubt it will be able to power it. Yeah, it's nothing. There's not much volt, but we're gonna leave it the way it is. And then I'm using my different charger, which is actually, you know what? Let me unplug this guy for now. Okay, guys, and basically what I'm doing right now with my different charger, and it's capable go to up to 36 volts on a low current. Actually, let's set 500 milliamp or so. And at low current, actually, let's do a 300. We're gonna start it and see how quick the voltage will start climb. And we're gonna do just only for like 30 seconds or so. 8.9, 9 volts, 10 volts, 11 volts. It's climbing actually pretty good. 14 volts. 15 at barely under 300 milliamp. Okay, 17.5. Let's bring it to 20 and we will disconnect it. $18, 19 volts. $20. Let's check again with voltmeter and see. Okay, now it's showing 14.1. It's dropping down. Pretty much looks like this guy will be, now it's gonna be able to kick it in. And what this guy is gonna do, pretty much we will be able to see how cells reacts. It looks like everything it's under control. The battery is still cold as a cucumber, and here's all cells. What is plugged in? It's a 15 cells. Now, I mean, I'm not sure if camera is gonna pick it up, but cells is coming back to life. 1.5 volt, 1.7. The bigger difference I see 1.5 to 1.9. Cell 10 and 11, cell 10 and 12 recovers slightly faster, but that's all right. I mean, we're not gonna push it too far. And like I said, this charger capable only do 36 volts. And then if that part will go far, I mean fine without any explosion, then we can plug it original charger and kick it a little bit farther. Also, when you're doing the recovering battery, you always check temperature. Since the temperature sensor is not connected to this board, I don't have any data readout. I mean, you pretty much physically touch it whole pack and see if every cells, I mean, kind of equals temperature. If one side is getting hotter than other, stop it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Probably like 5, maybe 10 minutes into recovery. Now all cells are all over 2.7 volts. The difference between cells, it's only 0.16 volt. Pretty much it's a little over 1.5 tenths of a volt, which is really awesome. Cell number 10 still slightly higher, which, like I said, I mean, especially first charge, first recovery, you will see some cells will be higher, some cells will be lower, but mostly they looks good. Okay, pretty much right now we're up to 42 volts. We can turn it off, plug it to original charger. Okay, and we're gonna charge it from through original BMS through original charger. Let's go with Future Motion app, see if it can recognize it. Probably it will give it some error code, of course. Let's see. It shows 100% of battery. Of course, there's not 100%. Let's open it that aftermarket app. And let's see, 100%. And actually, now it's charging through original charger, through original BMS, and it's a 3.5 volt. I mean 3.05 volts, and all cells. Besides, that's gonna be cell 12. Yeah, slightly higher, which 12 and 14 slightly higher, which it's okay. I mean, it's understandable. Okay, guys. Pretty much voltage still climbing. I was gonna give it probably another half hour or so to see how it recovers. So far everything looks is getting pretty good. Cells still cold as a cucumber. Okay, guys, here's probably 20 minutes into charging. It's still saying battery 100% full, which I know it's not. But all cells now it's super close. Besides cell 10 and cell, well, actually it's flickering one of 100. Before it was 2/10 or 3/10 of a volt. Now it's only 1 or 2 of 100. It's super all cells really close to each other. Well, guys, looks like the battery comes back to life pretty good. Well, it's not, let me rephrase it. Recovery part going okay, but at this point I don't know what's the stage, how good that battery, how much it can hold it. Then what it's gonna do, maybe I was gonna do for this battery also, I will analyze it. For do that I will use it, this equalizer I will not use it, but I will use it, this board. I can plug it this end to balancer leads, and through those leads with different charger I can charge it, discharge it, single cell or all cell together, and see how much this battery can hold capacity. Yeah, because this number, it shows the stage of each cell voltage wise, but it doesn't say how much each cell can hold it amperage. Well guys, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I hope it was interesting, enjoyable. If you guys did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future video, subscribe. We will be really appreciate. And like I already mentioned before a few times, analyzing battery, recovering battery, it's dangerous and risky. It can burn your house, it can destroy it surrounding. Pretty much you have to know what you're doing. Otherwise, if you never deal with battery before, don't even open that battery lid. Well, thank you and see you in the next video.